I'm watching what you're explaining, and I have a few questions for you. What
right.
report exactly are you looking at?
Performance
So
by weekday.
okay,
If I
so
want
first,
to understand, yeah.
So you're looking at micro NQ. Okay, this is the instrument you're looking at. Regarding the report type, all reports. Okay, interesting. Let's see what's going on with all reports. Performance by weekend. By
Weekday.
weekday. Okay, by week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Performance by weekday,
Yeah,
meaning
I want.
that for
Yeah,
each day we have statistics. Okay,
whether a red or a green, I want to know what performance, what kind of range I'm going to expect to this kind of day. All right, so I started with the 6 months, gone down to 3. Now it's a 1 month to understand if we have some changes on Friday, if Friday taking more of consideration. And
okay,
as you can
let's look
see,
at the left side here. Green day average performance, it means that we look from market open until market close,
yeah,
right? And measure what's the probability of closing green.
no, it's
Okay.
the range. It's the range. How much is going to be 1%, 2% range from open to close, basically. If I'm going to go here,
Oh,
we
okay.
have here, if we started here, what is the range that Tuesday will be? It has a 1.3% range, meaning if you're going to start here on 22,000, so you're going to go to 22,000 plus 1.3%.
Okay, good.
And then we got here where we have a downward. So if you
Yeah.
have a closing red day, we can know what is the range.
Okay,
And
so
specifically on
I
Friday,
expect that on Fridays there would
we're going
be
to have
more
a big
probability of
volatility. No,
red days.
I expect there is big volatility, whether on Friday
Okay.
as a green or whether it's Friday as a red. There is much more probability of extended volatility, at least in the last month. It changes to less on 3 months, but as we go along, we can see that, yeah, it still has a very high volatility on this specific day,
And
Friday.
what's the probability of negative volatility on Friday?
No, there is no probability here for negative or
Okay,
or positive. It only suggests after we know
I see.
if it was positive, what was the range? And we can see that we have quite a range, whether we're going on this. So it's supposed to be a very volatile day. And mostly Friday have the big money, have much volume involved in it.
Okay, but we can see here that if the day ends red, the volatility is higher in this case.
Yes.
This is what we see. Yeah, because it's 1.61
On
versus on 3 months, and on 6 months.
on 1 month, even it's
not significant. 50,
so we have this, and after that, we know we are on a gap fill. Not this huge gap fill, but we still have a gap fill of 0.27. And if we're going to start, we're starting with 3 months. There's no
if you can show us the illustration below, it will be easier for us to understand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Here you can see a gap up, a gap down, and it's all depend on the session. It's all depend on the session. We are talking about the New York session. And in the New York session, it closed on 4 p.m. and it's opened on 9:30 a.m. So we have a gap most of the time.
Okay. At the left side, we have the closing price of yesterday's US session.
Yes.
Right? And on the right side, we have the opening price of today's, right?
Yes, at 9:30, when it's going to be here, for example, at 9:30. And you can
so
see
the gap is the
fill.
difference between. Okay.
Yes. And the gap can be not filled, and it's depend on how you define the fill percentage. If you want to fill the whole 100% or 20% or more or less, right? It's all depend on what you decide to give yourself. Now, for example, we have a gap fill of 0.27, all right, as we forming a loan. So we have approximately $60 of a gap up, even more as we talk. And we want to know what happens specifically, for example, on Friday. So if you're going to go on Friday, 20%, we can see 100% of the gap, 20% is getting filled. Now we go to 40%.
Yeah, guys, we will translate these statistics for you to actionable insights. Okay, we will take the gap fill statistics and specifically we'll translate it to an actionable insight. For instance, if you shorted a CTP setup at a certain price, then the gap fill report will give you an idea on the potential movement once you're in a short position. Okay, we will translate these reports to simple, actionable insights for you, aligned with CTP.
Wall Street says that you don't see my screen.
I see your screen, and I also share my screen.
All right.
Okay, I
So
do not take any grades right now.
All right. So for example, 25%, there is a 100% chance it's going to be filled. So after we know Friday is we know it's a volatile day. And we know
Fridays
that there is
in general.
Fridays, yes.
Fridays are the most volatile days.
Yes, one of them, yes. And we
one
know,
of them? Okay.
Yeah. And we know that we have specifically 100% on 25% of 3 months. In the last 3 months, all the 7 days that were gap up, they close. Let's go up. Then after that, we go into the size. We know the size is 0.28 or 0.27. We're going to go to the section of between 0.2 and 0.39 and see how many times the gap filled. And we now see it was 82%. 82%
is very
of the gap
significant.
filled. Yes,
it's
only
very
25%. I remind you again, 25%, not the whole 100. 25%, we care about if there is a retracement for sure. And there is a very strong side of retracement as we go along. You can see that also. But as the gap will be much more bigger, and we don't think it's going to be because we are almost starting the day. We can see anyway that we have a good chance of reaching it, at least for that. Afterward, we're going to work to another statistic that we care about, the opening range breakout. All right, we're going to know that in a second. Opening range breakout, meaning that if we're going to start the day, we start in with a range of prices from the open to a specific time that you can define, 15 minutes, 30 minutes from the open, whatever. And you got a range here of the high and the low of this range. And now we're checking the probability of the price to break this range, whether in above or below.
Okay, so right? I have a question for you, Alon. Let's make an exercise, an example. Okay, quiz for you. We see, can you see, guys, my screen? We had 2 CTP opportunities on crude oil today. Okay, assuming I shorted here, Alon. Right now,
I'm going to check your screen.
Yeah, guys, we're making an exercise to make it clear. Okay, so assuming I shorted here, Alon will show us, guys. Now, I'm going to ask him a question. He will show you how he's going to answer my question. So my question is the following, Alon. Yes. Assuming I shorted here.
Yes.
Okay, at 63 crude oil.
Yes.
Should I hold the position?
Well, now it's a great time to check the open range. Whether if we start in the range now, we care about to know what are the chances of it's going to be a double break. Meaning a double break, if it's going to go high, back to my opening position. If it goes down to my higher place. All right.
Yeah, but the opening range is defined only after the first 1 hour closes, no?
No, you can change it whatever you like. Okay. And specifically on opening range, we define it from 9:30 to 4. And now we can change it, of course, of how many hours. For example, here I put it 30 minutes. If I want to put, most of the time people put 15 minutes and we're starting the day. So if people want to see the day.
The gambling man is writing CL trading hour starts at 9, meaning, if I understand you correctly, the gambling man, we need to look at the opening range that started at 9.
Right. So we have an opportunity to change it if you want. Okay. New York early, for example, change it to 9.
So we already have the information, guys. So again, my question to Alon was, assuming I took short here, should I hold the position? Should I expect crude oil to go lower or not? This is the question.
For example, if it was the crude oil, or I can change it to crude oil. Doesn't matter that much. And now, for example, you got down. All right. We have more than 7%.
Hold on, please. So the report you're looking at is opening range since 9 or 9:30?
9:30. You want to change it to?
We need 9. No.
Yes.
To start at 9. Okay, so let's start at 9.
9. Change it
because between 9 and 9:30 we have information, right? Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so between 9 and 9:30.
9:15 here it is. Okay. We still have 3 times the chances.
Okay, I want to understand what's the ORB. Okay, where is the ORB for crude oil?
If we started at 9, well, you can do that also on TradingView. But yeah, basically, yeah, where do you put it? On here.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you can see it happening before your eyes, there is a double break on CL.
Yeah, so this is the opening range
On 9, yes.
from
It's going to start
9
at 9.
and 9:30.
9:30 didn't. Oh, it happened right now. Yes. No, we care about the high and the
Yeah,
low of
here,
of this range. Yeah,
here.
but this is not the high of this range
Why?
or the low of this range. If we started above on 9, started above, and the highest of and the lowest of this range is below, then this is the extreme of the range.
Yeah, this is the low and this is the high of the range between 9 and 9:30.
Wait a minute. Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Okay,
All right.
so
Yes.
so the probability of a double break is very high. It already made a double break. So the answer will probably
Yes.
be that I should hold the position.
It already had a double break,
No, only single break.
single break.
Okay,
So
it already made a single break, guys, but the probability of making a double break is high. So it might go down
yes,
even lower. However, we don't know, it might go up and then go down.
of course, you can change it later if you want to a
Okay.
specific session from instead of 9 to put it to, I don't know, 10 or 12 or 11. And by that, know if this kind of range is more perceivable to be a double break on this time. All right.
Okay,
And
so
we
let's
do
get
that.
ready to 9:30, between 9:30 and 9:45.
And just a second. All right, yes. But I wanted to check it. Yeah, you still have a greater chance to have a double break on the 2 hours between 9 to 11, but much smaller than before. All right, let's go back to New York. I'm going back specifically to NQ because that's what most of you trade at, I think. And let's see what's going on in the market. Or, in terms of, I think the gap is already started. Yep, all right.
Okay, so the answer to my question is to hold the position.
To hold a position long?
Short.
Short. Well,
Because
you
it
don't want to
already made
be. All right, all right.
Yeah. No, of course, I'm trailing my stop loss. I go out partially, guys. Yes,
All
still
right, sure.
statistics.
Yes,
But okay,
definitely.
we trail our stop loss, we secure our profits, we stay with one or two runners. So according to Edgeful Reports,
And as you can see, the gap is already getting filled from 4 to here, and we already have more than 40%. So we
yeah,
already,
you're speaking about Nasdaq. Okay.
yeah, NASDAQ, we already have a gap 40% fill, so we already finished the 82% chance that's going to happen. It already happened. And if you took the trade, congratulations, you work on statistics correctly. And now we have to, we're going to see what happened next as it is reaching support. RTY finally seemed to hold on around this support or going to reach it very soon on this support of 2480. Dow Jones doesn't have any bottom yet. And now we can see a little bit of the pushback from this gap down. Sorry, from this move down. We have a gap already. And as you can see, we have a good chance of maybe going long. But I myself, because of we are very near either resistance of RTY or continued, or we're going to avoid support, I'm myself more inclined to wait. If you're thinking differently, I would love to hear your opinion on NQ. Correct.
I'm sorry.
I'm asking about NQ. And you have your own screen, maybe.
Yeah. No opportunities on NQ.
For now, this ES and RTY reaching supports.
Okay.
And we can see some movements around there. Right. Either buy or sell. Maybe take a sell. Buy. See. All right. Seeing that Russell is on the support and it's pushing the support.
Wow, look at this, guys. Guys, look at this. Alon, you're not excited like me.
Yeah. I have my own excitement. Yeah, but it's
Guys, are you
very.
excited like me, or I'm the only excited woman here?
Very excited for all of us. That's for sure. All right.
Good morning.
All right. Let's see. There is it. Now we have a great test to see if ES will hold and RTY will hold. Yeah, for now maybe not. Good chance, but maybe it is. As you can see, we can see the cumulative volume data, delta, and as we are positive. We didn't notice that. We are
Of course,
positive.
the ES and RTY are at support. Why are you surprised?
No, NQ is in total in
Yeah,
positive.
because it
Yeah.
correlates with instruments that
I'm
right
not.
now are hitting support. I don't know.
Yeah, not right
I
now.
knew it 1 hour ago. You only know it right now.
Not right now. It's happening in the last 3 hours. But yeah,
Okay.
in the last
Okay.
3 hours, the cumulative contract has increased until they got to 8,000. So yeah. All right. All right. It seems that the support seems to hold. And in this stage, I think I will take my own chance around it. If it's gonna retest the area. And it sure will do that. Maybe. But if you can do it also markets. A lot of people do it markets. And I think it must be sometimes better.
In the middle between the levels.
Not in the middle.
With half a micro, I will do it.
With ES and RTY.
Oh, okay. No, I don't trade them. I don't know. I have no idea what RTY is. I'm sorry.
M2K here.
Oh, okay. No, I do not trade it. It's too old for me.
Not as a trading, but as a guiding. And
Yeah.
I already missed it. And as we go along, we have a great range on RTY. Really big range. It's gonna hit an area here. Well, seems like I must have missed it in 20 points. So yeah, let's do it down there maybe. Yeah. All right.
Hello?
Guys, do you have any questions? With Edgeful, we try to give you an idea on how you can anticipate the potential of your trade. You see, right now I'm sharing crude oil again. Okay, my question to Alon was whether I need to hold this short position or not. And
Yeah.
according to the Edgeful statistics, the answer was probably yes. Okay, probably yes. And these two blue lines are the ORB, where statistically we expect crude oil to make a double break. So the first break was already established. Now, statistically, we expect crude oil to break this lower line. Okay, so
That's right.
So until now, Alon's answer was correct. Okay, we held this
Get a
position.
smiley, I hope at least.
Yeah, okay, so again, my question to Alon was, if we shorted here, should we hold the position or not? The answer was yes, due to the statistics that has to do with this range. This is the ORB range we looked at. The statistics said that there's a high chance of a double break. So the first break already happened, and the second break will likely to happen.
Indeed. We are now looking at the
Testing,
Bitcoin and
testing.
Ethereum.
Hello?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can
Hey,
hear
how you
you.
doing? I don't see your chart. I see the faces, but I don't see the chart. I did see the chart at one time, but I don't see it now.
Ah, really? It says I'm sharing my screen. Other people seeing my screen, as I understood people seeing my screen.
You see
I
it?
think you have a few screen.
Yeah, I can help you with that. If you popped out their individual screens, you'll see their face. You just hover on the Zoom, you'll see the charts. Just pull them up.
Okay, pop up on a who? On a
Did you pop out their screens?
oh, okay. Because I was seeing it at one time, and then all of a sudden it went away. So
Okay,
Hmm.
just hover your mouse on Zoom. You'll have on your taskbar. See if you're able to get a preview of the screens.
okay, is that down at the bottom?
Right at the bottom, yeah.
Okay, I see participants, chat, react, share.
Oh no, below that, you know, your
Below
taskbar.
that.
Yeah,
the taskbar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. RTY again in support.
You see it?
Okay, I hit taskbar. Now the whole thing went away.
Oh no, you were gonna hover your mouse. I think the real quick solution is just log out and log back in. You will see it.
Oh, wait a minute. I see it. Wait, hang on.
Okay.
I see it. Wait.
You see it? Okay.
Wait, hang on.
There you
Okay, let's see.
Okay, sweet.
All right. See, there was a Tesla testing the resistance here and drop. If you took $100, 100 shares, you have now $300 here. But again, we can move fast here. All right.
Guys, let me know if you have questions. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. I just wanted to explain our audience my question and your answer. So, guys, you can look at my screen. I highlighted the ORB between 9 and 90.30. Okay, and according to
put it on
report,
an indicator. You have an indicator, not on. You have also Ninja, an indicator, I think.
Okay. So this is the ORB we looked at, and we saw that there's a high chance of a double break. First break already happened, meaning we expect it to break this lower line here. Okay, so my question to Alon was, if we shorted here at CTP signal, should we hold the position or not? And the answer was probably yes, because after one break, we expect it to make another break. It already broke, and now we expect it to go to the downside.
All right.
So far, it works. Okay. It didn't stop us out if we shorted here. Now we do expect crude oil to break this lower line of the ORB. Do you have any questions about it, guys?
Yes, Doc, I do have a question there. So I understand the setup. Okay, so we took a short on the CTP signal, and at that point in time when the short happened, the ORB did not form. Okay, so we are still riding that wave. We're good in the money. Now between 9 and 9:30. Oh wait, did I get that wrong? Did the ORB happen when we took the short?
No, we didn't.
It did, right? Okay. So now we came all the way down past support 1, right? At that point in time, I would have exited my position.
Yes.
Not giving us the opportunity to actually wait for the ORB break. Now, on hindsight, now we know we are anticipating a double break. So I could have taken a long position from support 1 to the break of the ORB at 9 o'clock, and again taken a short position from the top of the ORB until ride the wave down to break the bottom blue line. So that'll be 3 trades in total. Am I seeing it that way, or how do I process the ORB data?
When the ORB of CL created, it was after crude oil touched this level. So you didn't have the information. Okay, the answer is the following, okay? We know that statistically when there's a strong signal like this, when we have so many instruments that align, we expect a large movement. Okay, we expect a large movement. Now, when crude oil hit this area, okay, a few minutes later, I asked Alon whether I need to hold my position or not. Okay, so I used the CTP statistics to hold the position until this support. I managed my position accordingly. I went out here partially, leaving one runner here. Okay, guys, the difference between profitability and non-profitability is how you manage your position. So my approach in general is to leave at least one runner. Now, still, at least one runner. Edgeful can help me understand how many runners and whether I need to leave a runner. So in this case, I left 1 or 2 runners, let's say, and when the report created, I just left them as is, not taking my profit.
Yeah, and regarding now or B, as
remember, it's still statistics, guys. It's still statistics, okay? It might not work. So anyway, you need to secure your profit. You need to trail to break even, to get out of risk. But Edgeful can help you manage your position better. Let's say that crude oil will drop down sharply and you left a runner. That would be awesome. And there's a high chance of crude oil to break down. There's a high chance, okay? So again, we use Edgeful once we are out of risk. We trade our stop loss, we took partials here. Now we're asking about the runners. What's the probability of crude oil to break down, right? And it can make a huge difference, guys, whether you have the statistics about the runner or not. It can make a huge difference. Okay, so again, guys, the edgeful reports are useful for optimizing CTP positions. Optimizing.
Of course, optimizing, or also we can say timing, but yeah, it's the same, I think.
I have a follow-up question. So with the edgeful, okay, so now we know the ARB's formed and there's a potential double break, right? Why? Let's assume for a second it is going to make a double break. Okay, so which means there's going to be
with a high probability.
With the high probability. Let's say it is going to. Okay, so there are only two options: either it makes it or doesn't, right? So let's just assume it is going to make double breaks, right? Right now it didn't, but let's say it does. Now, which means I have an opportunity for a long and a short between the orbs. Now, why am I using runners? Why can't I get into a position from support 1 and ride the wave to the long, which is the top of the ORB, and just get out? I mean, that's going to be a solid profit, and then I can get into a short from the orb, from the top of the orb to the bottom of the orb.
Okay, a few answers for you. First, because you only enter at CTP setups.
Okay.
That's it. There was no CTP signal here, so you don't enter here. Okay. Second answer is that the ORB are not good entries. They are good reference for statistics, but they are not good entries.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so guys, you anyway take your entries when there's a CTP signal from the level. Now, regarding the position management, you can be more flexible, right? But there's a huge difference between anticipating where to go out partially and where to go to get in. There's a huge difference between the approaches. You can be more flexible when it comes to position management once you are out of risk. But the entries are very important. The entries should be with a high probability with the lowest drawdown. And these are the trigger points. This is what the trigger points give you. When you have a CTP setup like here to go short or like here to go long, the drawdown is the lowest. From now on, you look to optimize your position, but still to be out of risk. Take partials, trail to break even, combine. Sometimes traders do not trade to break even, but they take enough partials and it's also okay, still out of risk. Because, the market likes to touch the level and then, it likes to retest. So some traders do not want to get stopped out because of a retest and then the market will drop. Okay, so if you took partials, even if the stop loss is not at break even and you stop and you get stopped out, you're already profitable. It's also another good approach. So again, guys, the CTP setups are only used for entries, and the edgeful reports can be useful for optimizing your position, leaving runners longer, or maybe take profit once you identify that there's a high chance of hitting your stop loss, so you want to get out maybe. Okay, you don't trade off these levels.
Got it. Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome. Alon, sorry for interrupting you. So, okay, so right now, my question to Alon was whether I need to hold the position. The answer was probably yes. Crude oil didn't stop me out yet. It didn't make the second break we expect. It should. We don't know when. It might go up and stop me out and then make the breakdown, okay? That's why I secure my profit. But I leave a runner. I'm leaving a runner right now.
Yeah. As you can see, we are all very bullish. Very bullish. Now, RTY is maybe going to reach the area of the range. All right, so no opportunity that much. Dow Jones are in disagreement with NQ. NQ is below. There's resistance. Dow Jones is support for now. There's a great chance of dropping. Touch the trigger point and dropping. Yeah, hard to buy. Of course, we are very extended. There is a good chance of buying.
Yeah. I looked at crude oil.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, so stupid, Nasdaq. So stupid. Nasdaq, you can give me signals, sending me WhatsApp messages. So stupid. Guys, it's not fair. It's not fair. I looked at crude oil. Beautiful. You took it, Alan?
I took some, but then I got up. But yeah, because they were in support. But now we just into Dow Jones.
Oh, okay, ES is in the middle. It's okay, but YM is at resistance, guys. RTY resistance, NQ resistance. Guys,
Dow Jones
another indication of an A+ setup is where Dr. Levy is not in a trade. It's it's another indication.
Yeah, dropping a little bit.
Oh, Masoud, you took it? Excellent. Good, 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 good. Who else? Who else took it? Make me jealous. I was in a virtual short on crude oil.
Metal. What's coming with metals?
Yeah, what about the metals?
Yeah, gold's keep going up.
Okay, my question for you, Alon, what's the probability of breaking resistance?
Breaking resistance here?
On gold, yeah.
Probably high, but let's check it out.
How do you know? Okay.
Because I can do a range of the half an hour, but also gold is known for its breakouts. But yeah, let's check it out.
Okay, good.
Check it out. Let's make it 30 minutes.
Okay, now until you give me an answer, I don't want to miss it. So I enter with 1 micro, guys.
Yep, breakouts is much more likely than a double break. Twice the chance of a breakout than double breaks.
Okay, so breakout of what?
Of the range of between
9:30.
9:30 and 10 a.m. Yes, and 10 a.m. Okay. So we have a good chance for that on Friday. And on general, let's see. On general also, but not that significant. It's a bit of significant breakout as almost the same power of a double break. No, stronger by almost.
No, so we do not expect it to go up higher alone.
Breakout. We expect it to go higher, but of course we don't know.
What's the probability of a double break?
Double break 30%.
Okay.
Breakout 40%.
Yeah. Okay.
And if we go on Friday, it's much higher.
Okay, good.
All right, so we can try at least to take it. And we have silver on supporting us, platinum in the middle. So we have a good chance. And for now, it already happened. So yeah, the range is already, I believe, in a split of a second.
So there's a low chance of double break on gold. Low chance.
I don't know, low chance. No, not that much because we are already so much on the range. So we already starting it, and you see that this small piece of 0.5. This is the range. So if you're gonna get there, it will be considered as a break-in. I hope you understand.
The range closed. So what's the probability of a double break?
A double break is 30%.
Okay.
And on weekday, on the specific Friday, it's 20%.
Okay.
So not that big, but still quite significant. And we have silver LP house. We have everyone LP house to go a little bit higher. At least it seems like it. Or not. Hold on a second. Okay. Even if silver will help us, we need to keep very right. All right, let's see what's going on in the stocks. Stock is still going down, not significantly, but going down. on resistance. Seems to respect the resistance. Let's see if we can buy something, another stuff. Apple, what happens? Apple. Yeah, on 5 minutes. Ish. Downtrend. Pacific now. Step down. Step downtrend. And origin. We broke support, so there is a good chance of going down. Yeah, pretty good chance. So. Okay. Yeah, I don't get you. I never did get you. If I do. I'm going to put myself the case. Yeah. Oh, because I'm already touched the support here, already touched the resistance. I hope it will touch. We have QQQ back. Hey Bob. No, it's not good. Not in my favor at least. All right. Future trigger point. See what's going on in futures. Thank you. Still holding strong. Going back to retest the resistance. RTY here to help him with support on its way.
Yeah. So far, the short on gold was a better decision, Aaron. It means that it's going to break down.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Okay.
Here. Look.
Yeah, it had. I mean, okay. Yeah. Okay, you saw guys, this is exactly what I explained beforehand. We only take our trades when there's a CTP setup. Okay, according to CTP, we I should have get long here, not necessarily to go short, but not to go long. Okay, so it was a great example showing you that even with Edgeful report, you should follow the CTP rules.
And as you can see on Friday, a breakout is much more likely.
Exactly.
Then a double break, and you can see the size is a bit smaller, but still, the breakout already happened.
Exactly, but my timing wasn't good. So according to Edgeful report, it should break this line, guys. It should break, but my timing wasn't good. Okay, so it stopped me out.
Yep. All right. Now that we know breakout is a likely scenario on Friday, we know we broke out already.
We know. Yeah, but the timing is very important. The timing
and also pay attention that we are near RTY. Near RTY is on opening range. So let's check it out. Meaning we're reaching the low of RTY. We're touching the support. So there's probably a good chance we're going to break it with 0.58 size. It's pretty big.
Okay, guys, statistically, we expect gold to break up, but the timing matters, and my timing wasn't good. Yeah, I agree with you, the gambling man, especially when there's a trigger point here. Correct. You're correct.
Yeah, on Friday there is a great chance of a breakdown on Friday. We are really reaching, and I think we're breaking it. Yep. And as I'm speaking, we are breaking it. So yeah.
Okay, I see.
53%, then 30%, and we're breaking it. That means there is a good chance Enki will drop with it. everyone gonna drop with it. Yeah. So I might take a chance here on RTY on the next trigger point. And insert here. And put it 6 of it. And let's check it out. Might work, might not. And then initial balance. Now we can go power down. All right. Let's see if it will continue or did I lose everything? Lost my points.
The gambling man, you are correct. It already made a large movement. We expect at least a small pullback. Good. Alon, we need to add it to the statistics when we create statistics for CTP to consider the movement it already made between the levels.
Look, something that I want to show everybody here. I enter at 427.4 and 429.53. I put my stop loss above the resistance. It almost touched it, but it didn't. But why did I put it here? You see the ATR? The ATR was 1.5, 1.5, 1.27.4, 1.29.53. I put it in around multiplier of 1.5. All right, now I put it here, yeah. Multiplier of 1.5, right around here. All right, I look on the ATR. I understood this stock is volatile. Because this stock is volatile, I want to manage my stop loss according to the relevant stocks. So it was just a bit of a fluke that it continue. It could go down a little bit, but yeah. All right, for now I don't want to do anything with you here so much because I need to manage the trade. But it's very important to understand that you look on ATR all the time. For me, this ATR helped me to understand the volatility, the relevant volatility of the market. All right. Let's continue. Sorry if Prat, if you're still here. Sorry if I'm bothered.
Yes. I'm here. My screen is shared.
All right. You asked something? Just wanted to make sure.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting to buy gold according to statistics, but the right timing, not to buy at resistance. What I'm telling.
Well, you can check it out. You can check it out when you see GC. You can go to gold and check the retracement. All right. For example, how much retracement are we all looking for? So even if we had a small breakouts, as 52% of the time say that it will happen, we care about how much retracement, and more than 50% have a 25% retracement. When they
but the trigger points are enough, as the gambling man said. It respected support. There's a large distance between them. There's a resistance here. First touch. That was a great observation, the gambling man.
Yeah, but it was also good to know that 25% of the range is also a good place to put your entry.
No, in our case.
Not in our case?
No, because the trigger points are the most accurate levels to enter.
The trigger point below or the trigger point above?
Every trigger point is more accurate than anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm asking about here on GC.
Right now I'm waiting. I took long here. It didn't work. Not surprisingly, right?
Yeah, but I'm asking, where do you want to put your trade? After it's going to break the trigger point above, or it's going to break the trigger point below, or the intraday support?
I need to see. See what's going to happen. What about NASDAQ? What's the statistics about it?
NASDAQ, very good statistic of a breakouts, but RTY has a very good statistic of a breakdown. So we have some conflicting CTP here. So yeah, for now they are in the middle, generally. And we have a good statistic for breakouts. But for now, it's hard for us to do anything. All right, let's do. As you can see, the trigger point was respected on the resistance, and Dow Jones also respected. You can see RTY now holding its support. So I guess this one is going to go to the dunks. Yep, maybe. Yeah, good chance it's going to go to the dunks. Just flat out. Oh shit on my part. Let's minimize the loss. So after we did, listen, this is very interesting to understand. After we did an opening range on NASDAQ, we know we have a good chance of a breakout. We know that the range is pretty big. It started with a big range. We know that we are at RTY. We have a specific range that already started, and we know there is a good statistic it's going to break down. So what does it mean? I hope you understood. It's very interesting to, maybe I explain it better, because I think it's very beautiful to see it. If I say there is a good statistics of a breakdown on RTY, I'm going to expand it. I'm going to make it bigger. And it's of a breakdown on an RTY, better than before. So if I'm going to do that here, and when I started to see it, we were here, all right. And I asked him a very simple question. What are the statistics of a breakdown on Friday after we have a range? And for example, for this range, he told me he has a better chance of a breakdown. And that's exactly what he did. He did a breakdown. But the statistics also says that NQ has, on Friday, better chance of breaking up. So this is our range. And now we are expecting this to break up. Not going to happen maybe, but the statistics say that we have a good chance of a breakout on Friday. We have RTY to support our case. We have ES to hold us. And we don't have Dow Jones. Dow Jones, if it's going to go up, we're going to reach a resistance that might fail more of NQ. So the beauty of it, NQ, RTY show us a possible retracement. And NQ will now show us a possible reversal. Possible.
Guys, I want to explain you something. You saw I went against CTP brutally. Okay. This was first touch of resistance, trigger point. Guys, can you see my screen? First touch of resistance, trigger point. Not first touch, but touch of resistance, copper, trigger point. I went long here, guys. I went against CTP. Brutally. This is very important for you to see that these edgeful statistics are not actionable, meaning your entries should only align with CTP signals. Edgeful can be useful for position management, not anything else. Okay, because edgeful suggested that there's a high chance of a single break, meaning it should go up higher from this point.
Yeah, that's the difference between rules and stats, yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Skill stats. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the stats are very useful, but not for entering a trade, only for position management. Because the entry is very important, guys. It might be that gold will go up to the moon. But when I enter a position, I want the lowest risk, the lowest drawdown. That's why it's very important to buy at support and to sell at resistance when there's a CTP setup, and not to do anything else, just wait. You saw this, guys? It was very important. Very, very important. Yeah, there's a high chance of breaking up. We know there's a high chance of breaking up. We see silver broke this zone, wants to go up.
Yeah, this is a range with gold, yeah.
Exactly. Copper hit support. There's a high chance of breaking. But the timing matters, guys. The timing matters. The timing must align with CTP to get the lowest drawdown. This was the drawdown here was too large for me to hold it.
Sometimes when I have time and I see something reaching a support level, which is also an opening range level.
Yeah, NQ follow the same explanation. Yeah, exactly. NQ follow the same explanation which you are giving now to the exact point. Yeah, edgeful suggests that there is a high chance of breaking. This doesn't mean to do the mistake I made here, buying at resistance when there's a CTP setup. Guys, I want you to show you the CTP setup on NQ. Okay, resistance, trigger point, first touch, resistance, trigger point, first touch, NASDAQ, RTY, resistance at the same moment, guys. It was at the same moment when RTY hit its resistance together with NASDAQ. It happened at the same moment. YM, okay, hit resistance at the same moment. Guys, the probability of a successful trade when you go against CTP is 1%. Okay. Okay, you see, guys, CTP short, it happened at the same moment. And Edgeful suggested that there's a high chance of breaking it. And you know what? It might break. It will probably break. But not after it respects it. But by the way, guys, RTY hit resistance went down here. Now it might be the right timing where NQ will try to break above. Now it can be the right timing. Okay, so if you took the CTP setup here, this was a good place to take at least partials. Why? Because this is RTY support. This is RTY's support.
Something interesting you can see also that you're playing all of them together, and now you see copper will need to help gold, right? And you see copper getting into its lower opening range. So you said to yourself, okay, do we have statistics for that, for us to break this support? And surprisingly, we do. And to see that we have, I don't know how to say that beside, I think 6 times chance it's gonna break out, then break down. So on Friday, out of 8 cases, it broke up instead of down. 13 cases, sorry. So we still have a good chance of it go up. And lo and behold, we just reached the area and it got up. I didn't even catch it in time. Yeah, never mind. This is what I'm talking about. You use statistics to your advantage. You're using the CTP. You're using the fact that you
Never
know
against the CTP. Never against.
No, not against.
The timing matters. Okay, I didn't want. I could move my stop
as a
loss here.
confirmation.
No,
Yes.
for position management, or to confirm that that's also okay. That's also okay. But for position management mainly.
Right.
Okay, but never go against the trigger points, guys. I'm telling you, there's a low chance of success. Very low chance. Okay, now it can be the right timing. Okay, no contradiction. No correlated resistance. Now I'm going with Edgeful. Why? Because there's no CTP setup here. Is it enough? Maybe. But at least it's not against CTP. Let me know if you have any more questions.
I should care about meta, but meta on support with SPY and with QQQ will break up. So we take it as a lock position. I think I'm gonna change my headphone. All right, SPY respected. QQQ on. This is a disagreement. QQQ and SPY are disagreeing. We know if you're gonna look fast for futures. Yeah, it's about to close. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man, you're right. Definitely need to check it out. Just want to make sure if you have anything specific here. All right, we are testing another support area. They're very tight. ES doesn't have anything here, but he has, that's important for you to understand. ES doesn't have any support here, but if you're going to reach to stocks, to the stocks, you're going to see SPY has a support. So you need to take that into consideration. SPY has a support around the area. So is it going to help NASDAQ or not? So that's something that you don't see on ES, but you can see on QQQ, on SPY, sorry, on stocks, because there is very great chance. Yeah, I trade ES, but when I don't have any trade, don't have any confirmation on ES, I can trade something else. But for now, ES is below its trigger point. SPY can be, I don't know, some kind of a similar area of SPY, but still not guaranteed. So we're gonna have to wait to see. Yeah, yeah. Dr. Fresh like the thrills. MQ is is a way of getting some thrills in life, I guess. Yeah. All right. All right. The RTY broke it. Yeah, for sure. All right. RTY broke. So that means that if I wanted to take meta before, yes, it's stupid puppy for now. Until we're gonna have some conviction. But might SPY help us to understand that ES might go also fall. So if I want to take long on meta, now I don't think to take long on meta, at least not for now. I think it's too far to take something else. And as you can see, gold, it's Dr. Fry is doing beautifully. All right. All right. More. Tesla.
Guys, it's so important not to go against CTP. I'm telling you, the probability of success is 1%. I know you know it. You already know. You collected statistics about CTP. You're not
but it's not 1%.
1%, yes, to go against CTP, 1% success rate, guys. Yes, 1%. You know it.
What I can tell you all, guys, that you need to know, you need to have to be master as like Dr. Frat on trading. We can give you the best signals ever, but if you don't know how to trade, it doesn't help you because you need to know actual profit, you need to know break even, you need to know a lot of stuff. You can't
it's not hard alone.
Yeah, but still, it's
Okay,
hard.
now
Sometimes
they hit resistance. I took one contract out. Okay, because they hit resistance. I expect them to break, but I want to secure my profit. I took 2 contracts out. The rest will be runners again, according to Edgeful Reports. Okay, according to Edgeful Reports, took 2 contracts out, leaving 2 contracts as runners.
Doc, they're seeing the customers want you to learn ES. They're getting tired of you and want you to learn ES. So
ES needs to learn me.